GM Farcaster. Yes, we're back. And by the way, you didn't even notice that I changed clothes again.
Yeah, how many outfit changes?
I did a little wardrobe. I have to go count. I don't even know at this point. But this one says peace. By the way, it says peace, love, and purple rain. But I want to make one that says peace, love, and purple with a little arch next to it. So anyway,
I like it. Look, I'm wearing my third outfit, and it's just a heart. Can you see the red heart? And I almost put on pajamas for tonight because I'm tired.
Yeah, we're at that point. So we are so excited to have Samantha here. Humankind place, Humankind candles, and I'm going to put this banner back up on the screen in a minute. But I wanted to jump on because I got my hypersub delivery yesterday, so I was saving it to show you. By the way, really funny when I saw the card and it was like my actual name. I'm like, I've been called Kelly a lot today. It's been very weird. But I was like, wait, who? What? Oh yeah, that's me. So I wanted to show candle. First of all, beautiful packaging. You can't. It's kind of getting lost, but because of my green screen. But beautiful packaging. Everything came through great. This. Oh my God! Why aren't you letting me? Because it's green. My green screen. There's green on it, and my green screen is making the green disappear. That's hilarious. Look at that. That's so funny. But it's beautiful and it smells amazing. I'm going to take a picture and shoot it up on the timeline, but also beautiful pottery by Marge. So amazing. Love it. And super happy with my delivery. And it came out perfect. So quality, just doing a little QA for you. It's all good.
Thank you.
Amazing. So we're going to turn this over to Samantha. She's going to be making candles. It's so much fun. I've watched her do this before, and it's super fun. And there's Marge. Hey, Marge. Love the pottery. It's amazing. And
does Marge know we talked about her today?
We did talk about you. We've been talking about you today, Marge, and all good things. Amazing things. And at the end of the stream, we're going to come back on with about 10 minutes left and do a little giveaway of a 1/4 hype sub, which will equal a candle and a whole little cute little thing. So amazing. I really wish you could see this, but it's really cute. So I'm going to go off screen, and so is Adrian, and I'm going to jump into the chats. I'm going to be watching this on my TV on YouTube. There you go. You're going to be on my big screen.
Enjoy yourself.
I'm going to light my candle. I'm going to put that up, and I'm going to take a picture and post it on the timeline. So that's what we're going to be doing. And with that, I'm going to remove myself. Goodbye. Bye-bye. And turning it over.
Yeah, I'm removing myself too. I'll be in the chat hanging out.
Sounds good.
Let's go make those candles.
I will. I'm ready to work. Hi, everyone. I'm Samantha at Samantha on Warpcast. I'm going to be making the pistachio cream and Japanese milk bread candles today. Some of you put in some more orders for those, so I'm going to be making them right now. And you'll have a special surprise if you stay it all the way until the end. So I'm just going to adjust the camera and see how to get this set up. Okay. By the way, I'm sick, so if I'm coughing and stuff, just ignore me. So first, I'm going to start off with cutting my wicks. So these are wooden wicks, and the reason I use wooden wicks is because it's a lot better than cotton wicks. It's better for the environment. And overall, I think I like the crackle effect that they also offer, so I'm going to be cutting those. So one secret I have is actually use garden shears to snip the wicks to size. Then I'm going to attach them to the sticker and then attach them to the clips here. So I'm going to do that now. So I have 6 glasses, and these are double wicks, so that means I need 12 wicks here. When I go through the wicks, I usually see which ones are like good quality, which ones are bad quality. For example, like this one here has like a little bit of black spots there. which is okay, but I don't think I want to use that one. So I'm going to put that to the side. I'm going to count out 12 wicks. That's 11. I'm going to go to 12 here. Hello, Riley, Kristen, Hind, Marge, yes to crypto. Yes. So I'm going to cut the wicks now. So what I usually do is I'm going to take one of these wicks. This is a wick clip here, and this goes to the bottom of the candle. And I'm going to attach the wick to the clip now. These can be really tough to get into and pretty tight actually. Then I'm going to attach these wick stickums. So these are the stickers that go onto the end of the candle. And the reason I use these wick clips or these stickers instead of glue, instead of everything else, is because the candle can get so hot that it actually dissolves the wick from the bottom, and that's not good because that means the wick is going to float up in the wax. So that's why I do that. Then I take a rough measurement with my measuring tape here. I'm going to measure how tall the glass is. I think it's exactly 3 inches. And you have to attach the wick clip and the sticker first because it adds additional height to the candle. But I just want a rough measurement of 3 inches, so I'm just going to cut it roughly because I trim it at the end. So, oops. Yeah, I trim it at the end. So that's why I can just roughly snip the right size. I think this is too long, but I'm going to cut it anyways. Then I'm going to put it in my glass and check. Yeah, that's ½ an inch too long. I'm going to cut it again. And that seems to be right about the perfect size. There we go. Okay, now I just have to do that 12 more times. Hi, Cassie. How's it going? How are you? So, this is honestly, one of the most repetitive parts of the job. Because you got to do this like a million times. But it's actually pretty meditative once you get into the flow of it. Yeah, it's not too bad once you get started. And it's important for me that I cut exactly straight across the wick. And the reason I do that is because if I don't cut straight across it and I put it into the wick clip and it's diagonal, then it won't burn straight. So that's why I'm quite careful at the stage. But I usually cut it upside down, or attach it upside down actually, so that way the straight end is always on the wick clip. Nice, you got my candle. I'm so glad. Thank you so much for subscribing for like 2 years. I think when you sent that, I was in bed, I remember, and I like teared up because I've only been doing this for like 9 months, and I was like, I'm gonna see if I have it in me to do it for the next 20 years. So the fact that you subscribed for that long, it was really special and really great, and I'm very grateful. So thank you very much, Cassie, for subscribing for that long. Concurrently right now, I do have my oven being heated right now. So what that is going to do, I'm going to put the wicks in the oven, and the vessels in the oven. And the reason I do that is because it lets me, what is it called? It improves jar adhesion. So the wax, some of the other candle brands you'll see, they have like wet spots in the candle, which means that the wax didn't adhere to the jar as well as it could. So I always heat up my vessels, which makes pouring them a lot better. Thank you for your conviction in my candle empire. I also have conviction. That's why I'm doing this. And I have conviction in your Q empire, Cassie. I think you're going to dominate the internet. I think you're going to become the next internet. I don't know how, but I have big aspirations for you. You have to remember us when you're famous, okay? Don't forget us. Oops. So, almost done here. Just have a few more wicks left to trim. This one seems a little long. Actually, that's okay. You need a cute candle swag? Yeah, I could do that. If Cassie wants it, I'll do it. And I'll do small batches for friends too. So if any of y'all need candles for your corporation, feel free to reach out to me and I'll give you a really good bulk rate. Okay, so I've clipped all of my wicks. I think one of them I clipped too short. Size does matter when it comes to candle making. Smells like liberty. Smells like free speech. Smells like ZK proof. Smells like protecting children. Alright, so it's hard to see, but I have two there that didn't quite make the cut, so I'm going to cut them again. Yeah, I'm going to cut them again. My wife says you really have a way of saying as inspirational yes queen things. Thank you. The Commons made a nice candle, a swag. Damn. Okay, that's good. Maybe I should put them on my list, my lead list, as a customer. I'll be like, do you look at these candles? These candles are better than the ones from last year. Okay, one more to go. So the nice thing is these sticks are pretty long, so I can cut just half of it and get rid of the bad part that I don't like, but still reuse the good part that I like. Okay. Sorry if I'm sweating too. I think I have a fever, but I want to come here and support GM Farcaster, and I like to be that person that, you know, says what they are going to do no matter what. So I'm here. So the first wick is done. Now I got to do it 12 more times. Where's my self-care? I know, right? I need to be more self-carey. Actually, this time it reminds me of during Christmas, because Christmas is my most busy time. And I was also really sick during Christmas, but still making candles. Because that's what I like to do. And I have a lot of Gatorade, and I took like Advil, Aleve, cough syrup. Like I took everything in existence. And I try to do that before I meet people or if I talk to people when I'm sick, so that they don't get sick either. I'm not gonna bail. Don't worry, I'm not bailing. I'll be here. Not to worry. Plus, I promised my customers that I would get these candles out by Monday, so I have to do it today, tomorrow, or this weekend, and I really don't like working on the weekends because I've worked on the weekend for the past few weekends. So today's the day that I am committing to this, and I get to do it on GM Farcaster, which is very, very special to me. Overall, I think it's worth it. when I do this and I'm by myself, I usually listen to a lot of music, and I feel it feels very meditative actually. Like mentally it feels good, and actually it feels very good to sweat right now because I haven't been sweating at all because I've stayed inside mostly because of the cold. So I think it's kind of nice to like sweat out the virus a bit. Founder mode, yeah, I know, right? So I have a business partner, and when I was like really sick during Christmas, I think I was sick for like a whole month, and I asked him, his name is Shiv. I asked him, Shiv, like, what do I do? Like, I need to prepare these candles. Like, I have like, and I was just launching that. I don't think like the stakes were that high, but I gave him a call and I said, look, I'm fucking exhausted. I worked every single day. I worked Christmas Day too because I had to prepare my inventory for. I had to prepare my inventory before I went on vacation so that my business partner could take over. And he said, Sam, you need to do stuff that other people aren't willing to do. So that's what I'm doing. And I think about that quite a bit. I think about that a lot. You have to do things that other people are not willing to do. But also, I just want my customers to be happy. I want them to get their candles. I want to make great candles for them. You know, it's okay. Icky viruses going around. Yeah. Adrian, I'm sorry, but kids, man, they have so many viruses. All my friends with kids are complaining about how their kids bring home viruses, which sucks. I have Gatorade too. Blue Gatorade. Maybe I should make a candle called Blue Gatorade. I think it could be like a techno candle. Or like a Red Bull candle. I think that would be pretty interesting. I think it would smell kind of nasty though. Sometimes people ask me to make nasty candles too, which I think are fun to think about, but in practice smell like not good. Hi Humpty, how are you? I'm so glad you got your candle. Thank you very much for that really aesthetic video that you posted. That was really lovely of you to make. Humpty, you have your show next week, right? Isn't it early morning crew? Yeah, JB, you should go. You're not making candles, so you can go to bed and rest. That's exactly what I'm gonna do after this too. Thank you. See you later. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, I hope I can make it on soon too. Just have a lot going on. Okay, almost done. So these candles, initially I had them single wicked, but I realized it was too small. So I have a double wick for them. And that took quite a bit of experimentation to figure out. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's my local incubator. They sent me the DocuSign today, actually, but I haven't got around to filling it out. So I'm pretty excited about that. Okay, so now all of the stickers are on the wicks, and now I'm going to put them in the glasses. So to do this, I wear microfiber gloves. And the reason I wear microfiber gloves is that so I don't get fingerprints on the candle. So when I took these out of the boxes, I was wearing these gloves. And I also, I just try not to touch them because it reduces the amount of cleaning I need to do at the end because our hands hold a lot of oils. Yeah, that's it. So I have a garbage can right there. I'm going to pick up these glasses, and I usually like to inspect them while I'm putting the wicks in to make sure that there's no like dust or dirt in there. And sometimes I just give it a light blow to make sure that there's no dust there. See, so that's one half. I'm going to put on the other half of the wicks there. there we go. 1 done. 12 more to go. Or 11 more to go. Wait, no. 10 more to go. I can't do math because I'm tired. So inspecting the glass, giving a light glow, and placing it approximately in the middle of the glass. So there's some flexibility, like to move the wick around, but it is, once it's there, it's pretty stuck in there, which is what I like. They're double wicked because I experimented with a single wick and it just didn't work out. So that's it. Yeah, so double wicked means just more firepower, so that it burns better, because I found that on my full-size candles, which these ones are, the single wicks were not burning the sides down fast enough. Mercury, thank you very much. I wish you could smell it as well. Sorry, yeah. So you have to do some wick testing to see which wick is compatible with your wax and your fragrance oil in your vessel. So it takes quite a bit of experimentation, actually. So the Far candle was 11 ounces, and that was a single wick because the diameter also affects the burn size. So these are 12 ounces, my largest candles. The Far candle was 11 ounces, but it was skinnier than these. Actually, I have a Far candle to compare for you. Let me just get it, actually. I can grab it. So this is the Far candle here. And as you can see, this one, even though it's a little bit shorter, like if I put it at the same height, it's much wider. And that's another reason why it needs to be double wicked. Hi, Tori. How's it going? Thank you for all your thoughtful questions, Humpty. I really appreciate it. How's everyone's evenings? Did anyone catch any of the other streams today? This morning, I watched GM Farcaster with DWR, and I thought it was so funny. Because honestly, he looked so tired, which is fair because it was 8:30 a.m. his time. But it was funny. Oh, Adrian, you're so funny. And I thought what he said about channels was really interesting. And I watched a little bit of the 1 year anniversary, or when you first brought Dan on, and it was interesting to see how we held him to video. And he came out with video, which was really nice. Oh, Tori, were you playing poker just before this? I love playing poker. It's probably one of my vices. But I don't gamble real money. I just play online, and I don't do microtransactions. Like, they gave me like 100,000 fake money to start, and then now I have 1.6 million fake money as well. And I play with other people. But my rule is that I don't pay for any tokens like in the game. And I haven't so far, so that's been very good. Okay, perfect. So now I'm going to show everyone what the candles look like without the what is it called? The wax. So you can see, like, the vessels. You can see how they're empty and how I'm going to pour the wax in very soon. So this is going to go into the oven for whenever I'm ready. Sorry, I'm just coughing. You didn't get a chance to commit any new features today. That's okay. Don't worry. We can pressure him on another stream next time. So one thing I need to do is put some more wax to my wax melter over here. I'm going to pick up the iPad very briefly to show everyone. This is my wax melter here, like 20 liters of wax. And yeah, I need to put that in, put some wax in now, so I'm going to do that. Farcuck. Hi Farcuck, how's it going? What is it like being the biggest cuck on Farcaster? Sorry, I was joking. I hope you don't mind. I don't know if you're Random Arrow or if you're Geoff. Jeff. Oh, I should show everyone the wax beads. These are the wax beads. It's a cocoa soy, let me see, a cocoa soy blend from a local farm actually in the Midwest, and it's a family-owned farm, and that's where I get my wax from. And at first, when I started my business, I wanted to use all North American made stuff because I thought it was like more ethical, like shipping is better. I can buy things in smaller batches. And that's also a reason why my candles are so expensive, because everything that I get, from my glasses to my wood, the clips to the wax, it's all from North America. And also what this does to help me is that these when I import them to the US or export them from Canada into the US, I actually don't have to pay duties. So a lot of you who receive candles, who have received candles from me, don't pay duties because I use all materials from North American businesses. So that's another benefit that I didn't expect when I first started my business. So I'm still putting some more wax into my wax melter. Most candles are machine made. Yeah, most candles are machine made. They're not handmade. Thank you, Tori. I appreciate that. Yeah, like as much as I would love to use ingredients from China, it just wouldn't be good for my supply chain. Like it doesn't really make sense. And like I want to give people peace of mind that they're paying for something that was like ethically made, and yeah, from other small businesses as well. And that's why it's priced at that point. So my wax, and just at the bottom of it, comes in this big bag here. Honestly looks like a bag of drugs. I think a lot of my candle making supplies look like that. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep putting more wax into my wax melter because it's not quite full yet. Hi Panda, I'm making pistachio cream and Japanese milk bread. Candles. Get your candles, everyone. Oops. Bruh. Grow your business with laundering. I know, right? That's like my favorite activity, laundering. I'm joking. FBI, don't come for me. I pay my taxes. This is the least productive way to do this, but I want to do it this way so I can show everyone. Usually I put the pot on the floor and then I dump it. Like, I dump the bag into the pot because they're both really big. I've had wanted the candle so bad she dove for it. Yeah, she really did. So, one nice thing as well is that I used to have to measure the exact amount of wax that I would put in because I wasn't making that many candles at a time, and I like to make like fresh candles because they just smell good and they look good when they're fresh. So it was a big hassle for me to like measure all this stuff out on a scale. But the nice thing is that because now my candle business has ramped up, like almost every weekend I'm putting new wax in, so I don't have to measure my wax anymore because the wax is always going in and out, which is quite nice. It's like little wins that you get along the way, right? Okay, let's see if I can do this because I don't know if I can, but I'm gonna try. You know what? I have a better idea. I'm just gonna cut the bag and dump the rest in. My dad does this when he wants to eat more chips, but he doesn't want all the chip flavoring to get on his hands. One thing that you'll also find quite a lot around my house is scissors, because I'm always using scissors for some reason to open packages, I don't know, to cook, everything. So I have a lot of scissors around my house. I think I have 5 pairs or something like that. All right, there we go. We have a little tiny bag now. And I also tend to have a lot of X-Acto knives or box cutting knives because I get so many shipments. Like, it's kind of crazy to do it all. Look at this. This bag is so awkward. I never looked at the bottom of a bag like this. I don't know how I'm gonna pour this in. You're missing smell-o-vision. Yes, you are. Cut a hole in the bottom. Oh, you're so smart, Tori. Thank you very much. You're a genius. I'm gonna do exactly that. Look at that. Okay, so now all of the wax is in the wax melter. And I'm gonna put the lid on so that the wax continues to heat up. So right now, I'll show you what the wax looks like. The wax is cloudy right now because it's not fully dissolved. This is my digital thermometer, which is also an earned secret. All of these wax melting pots, even the commercial ones for like businesses that are like $1 million to $5 million in revenue, they don't have accurate wax melting pots, which made me really mad. So I talked to my engineering friends, and now I have an electric thermometer that calibrates my pot exactly to what I need. That way I have more consistency in my product. And the wire goes in, and I'm gonna put the lid on now. Yeah, honestly, seeing the wax go down, it's really aesthetic. It's really satisfying to hear the clicks of it go down. Who else do we have here? Okay, now we just wait. We have to wait a bit for the wax to heat up. Should be a few minutes. So this process for me, it takes a pretty long time. Usually takes around like 2 hours. So it's a lot of like quite a bit of labor, and it just depends on how many candles I'm making that day. But like to make 6 candles, to make 12 candles, to make 20 candles, it takes 2 hours. Thank you, Maryam. I appreciate it. Are you on Farcaster? You should join Farcaster because you can get a candle there. But I guess you can also get a candle on this stream too. So we're still waiting for it to heat up. I guess I can share more about more of my tools. Sadigit. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm really sorry. I'm definitely gonna butcher it. But yeah, we should add each other. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. And message me your pronunciation so I don't get it wrong. So I'm gonna go through some of the supplies that I have today. How long does one candle last for? So these ones, they last around like 50 hours or so. I try to make them last like a long time. So this is my fragrance oil here. I have a supplier, and they also come in bags like this, and they kind of look like drugs as well. That's how my whole workspace looks, because it looks like a science lab. So these are my bags of fragrance oil that I have sourced from a manufacturer. These are my pouring pitchers. So what I do in here is I pour the wax and I pour some of the fragrance oil, and I mix it together for 3 minutes to help bind the wax and the fragrance oil together. And by doing so, it makes the candle smell really good, and you end up with more consistent results. A lot of other candle makers, they'll stir their fragrance oil and their wax together for only like, I would say, like 2 minutes, which I don't think is good enough. There's also visual signs as well when you look into the wax and the fragrance oil, because it can look a little bit cloudy, and you can see it. It looks like heat waves when the fragrance oil interacts with the wax. But when it binds together, it becomes totally clear. So there's a few visual cues as well as like the smelling cues to see whether it's ready to be poured or not. What these elastic bands do, here I'll show you. So what you can do with these elastic bands to prevent it from pouring. So like I said, I want to reduce the amount of like waste as well as cleanup I have to do over the candles. So by attaching the paper towel to the pouring pitcher, when it pours and it drips, it doesn't get so messy, and this part just catches it. So that's why I do it like that. So I'm gonna put that on the other one as well. I'm used to doing things with nails, but definitely sometimes I have problems with them. As long as the end is covered, the rest doesn't really matter. So that's done now. I also have my calculator. Oops. I'm gonna move that to the other side. I have my calculator because that tells me about the percentage of fragrance oil and wax to put together. So this is a scientific calculator you actually use in school. Hi Priyanka, how are you? This is a scientific calculator I used in school that I never thought I would use again, but here I am using it again after many, many years. So this is like my favorite calculator. This is my scale for my digital scale for measuring fragrance oil as well as wax occasionally. So I'll put this underneath the pouring pitcher when I put the wax in to make sure that I get the measurements correct. I have my Pyrex glasses here. So, which I also will put on the scale in a few minutes. And what I do is you pour the fragrance oil here into here first, and then you pour it directly into the pot. The reason you don't put everything into the pot at once is because it's like liquid, right? Like you could overestimate or underestimate by quite a bit, and when it's mixed, it's mixed. Like that's it. So that's why you have to pour it into a separate measuring cup before you put it into before you bind it with the wax. It's like a mise en place, mise en place. Like cooking, you want to set everything up beforehand. I also have my rubbing alcohol. So my rubbing alcohol is used to clean the wax after I wash the pitchers. And this way it helps to reduce the amount of water inside my pouring pitchers, inside my glasses, basically everywhere. And that way you don't get some of the wet spots that you see, and you can see the gradient a lot nicer if you have clean supplies. So that's another thing I noticed about other candle makers. They don't clean their supplies, and it drives me crazy because it's like not that like people are eating this, right? Like there's no hazard to not cleaning your supplies, and sometimes the candles actually turn out pretty good. But like I am a perfectionist. Like I want to make sure all of my materials are clean before I start, because like I don't know, I just want consistent product. Like it just doesn't make sense to me why a lot of candle makers will just leave their spaces really messy. So that's my personal take on it. What else do I have here? So I have this contraption here, which is actually a pancake batter pour for pancakes. And this makes it a lot easier to, instead of pouring it, like if this is the candle glass here, and this is the, here, pretend that's the candle, and you pour it in here, the likelihood that it spills over here is actually pretty high, and that's not good. But if I pour it into here, oops, if I pour it into there and I pour it over here, it lets me dilute the wick a lot better, and that means that the wick will burn better as well, converse to that. So it gives me a little bit more control over the wax, which is nice. And every time I added an additional dish into this, it means another dish I have to clean, and that's the part that sucks. But I'm pretty happy with how the process turned out. So I'm gonna check on my wax now. My wax is fully, what is it called? Fully melted. Have 15 minutes. So I think it could be, yeah, I think it's gonna be tight for pouring the wax. So yeah, I'm gonna try my best to do that now. So I'm going to measure out my fragrance oil into one of my cups on my trusty scale, and I put the crust at the bottom, and I'm going to zero my scale now and look at my notebook. So I have 6 candles. 6 times 17.5. So I need 105 grams of fragrance oil in here. Okay, thank you, Nounish. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to get 2 pours in, but I do want to get 1 pour in because I think people will find it really satisfying, if that's okay. So I'm gonna, this just said 105. Sorry, this takes a bit of concentration because time is of the essence now. Like this is where we're ramping up. So I'm going to put in. So the reason why I have to move quickly now is because they don't want the wax to like become weird. And also the glasses are still in the oven, so I don't want the wicks to burn as well. So we're gonna put in 105 of this. The one thing that I got really good at is pouring stuff and visually like adjusting things. It smells good now. It smells like bread. So that has been helpful in making me speed up stuff. All right, so there's the fragrance oil. And now I need to measure the bottom, how many grams are in the bottom layer. So I need to put 110 grams of wax into this. So I'm gonna put that over my fragrance oil, or my, what is it called? My melting pot right now. I'm gonna pour in 105. Okay, I'm gonna, here, I'll share this. Look at that. So it's 403. And I have my measurement here. It has to reach that. So one thing I want to increase is the flow of the wax here to reduce the amount of bubbles. Well, it's getting very close to. Okay, a little bit more. And by reducing the amount of bubbles or air, it means that there's going to be less holes in the candle around the wick. It's at 1030, 1040, 1050. All right, there we go. Perfect. We're only 1 gram off, which is enough of the what is it called? Margin of error for me. Okay, the wax is hot, which means that, and it's in the pan now, it's no longer heated, which means we have to move quickly. All right. Now I'm going to dump the oil, the fragrance oil, into the can. It's hard. I wish I could show. Okay, I'm just going to take the thing and show everyone, but you're going to see how it's cloudy and how it's going to become clear. This goes directly in the sink because it's corrosive, actually. All right. There it is. Now I'm going to stir it for 3 minutes. So, something I also learned is that it's great to use cooking equipment when you're making candles. So I'm going to count for 3 minutes. And you have to like, so what I'm doing here when I stir is I'm removing the bubbles by pressing the back of the spoon up against the bubbles to remove it. And also I'm not stirring too quickly because like just air is bad. Like incorporating bubbles is bad. It makes a worser product. Oh, it smells like bread, which is nice. Okay, we're 1 minute in. We have 2 more minutes to go. It still looks not clear to me quite yet. I also alternate ways that, what is it called? I alternate the ways that I pour or stir so that it's more consistent too. Kind of reminds me of a blender. You know the KitchenAid blenders? Thank you, Kristen. I appreciate that. Now, Nishi said, this is chill. This is like one of the most stressful parts for me. A KitchenAid for candles. Yeah, actually, people make like whipped cream candles that look really nice. I would definitely try it one day. Okay, 1 minute in. You have 1 more minute to go. Chill for the viewers. I know, right? All right. 1 more minute. I'm like holding on to the fridge because I feel like this is like, I don't know. People are in space right now. The first billionaires are in space, and I'm making candles in my kitchen. Okay, I think we're 3 minutes. I counted in my head. This is going to go directly into the sink because it's very hot and also slightly corrosive. And now we're going to take the candles out of the oven and we are going to pour them. Okay. So I'm going to, take my gloves, turn off my oven because it was preheating and it's heated now. These are nice and hot. Okay, and I'm going to move all these cables out of the way. And this pouring pitcher, I'm going to move this closer so that everyone can see the candles. Time is of the essence here because the glasses are cooling as I'm doing this, so it really has to be quick. Next, going to pour this inside here, inside the pancake batterer thingy, pouring slowly so that there's no bubbles. Of course, I usually just put half in. I put in half so that it's not so heavy for me. And now I'm going to drench the wicks slowly. I'm going to fill it up halfway. I try to do under halfway a bit so that they're all even, and then I go back and top up after. It's hard to see with the lighting as well sometimes. So I try to shake it off because I don't want any wax on the outside because I really don't want to clean these glasses. I think cleaning is the thing that I hate the most. And I'm going to pour the rest in here. I think I may have made too much, but I'll show you what happens when we get to that, if I have made too much. So there's half there, drenching the wicks. Okay, and I think this one could take a little bit more. Let's see how much we have left in here. We have just a tad bit left. I'm checking the evenness of the candle. Just have about, say, 20 grams left. That's the other thing that candles help me with. It made me really good at estimating grams, which is a weird skill to have. Okay, so there, I just have a tiny bit left, so I'm going to show you what I do to get rid of the rest. This is going to go immediately also into the sink. I sterilized the sink before this, actually. 1 second. So I have something that I call a junk candle. And what a junk candle is that a candle that I don't really care about. And it's just layers of miscellaneous, what is it called? Fragrances and oils and stuff like that. So I just add that to my junk candle and I give it to my friends. But yeah, that's the first pour. And I have to wait for these to get to a certain temperature. To be able to put in the dye and do the gradient. But yeah, that's most of the process. Thank you everyone for coming. And I think Adrian and Nounish, I am ready to do the draw if you are. I'm just gonna put that in the side and I'm gonna put this into the sink. Going to also
Hi, Sam. I'm coming back on stage.
Hello.
That was incredible. How does your place smell?
Good, but I have a cold, so I can't smell anything. Yeah, that's okay though. How are you?
I picked up a hyper sub. I picked up 2 quarters while I was watching within like 3 minutes because
Thank you.
it looked too good.
You're gonna get
Right.
pottery for March too.
Yay. Okay. So we gotta grab everyone who is here. And we're gonna do Prof, are you there?
Prof, where are you?
I'm
She's coming
here.
back.
Hello.
I was coming.
Prof had her feet was watching on TV.
Literally, I was watching
Computer
on
with her
TV
feet
and
up.
chilling. So I need to grab all these comments and just make sure I've got everybody. And we'll do a little giveaway.
And people are in different places.
Yeah, I think I got everyone from there was only one person I think on Lonely still who is not in here. So
Okay.
1 sec. And I think I had these folks. Maybe Riley. Yeah, it was Tori I didn't have. Okay. Riley, Kristen. Cassie was up here.
All right. So Samantha, while Prof is doing that, earlier today on stream, I was saying, I think one of the challenges for you as a candle entrepreneur is the candles are too precious to burn. I know I'm not the first person to say this.
Yes.
And you just inspired me, and I was like, okay, I need to make them not so precious, and really just they're meant to be burned. They're so pretty and they smell so good, and I don't. So, do you have other advice? We need some advice for people who are feeling they're too precious to burn.
They're too precious to burn. My advice is you can buy another one.
Yeah, that's what I need.
I mean, right.
And the one I have is actually doesn't have the dual, it doesn't have the dual layers on it. And then once I saw them on my feed, I was getting FOMO, and now I'm back in.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'll burn. And then I think it will also make good gifts.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided it's like I can subscribe for a quarter, and if I can't burn them all that fast, then I'll just give them away.
Of course, yeah. And also, I am gonna change the packaging to include a to and from section, so you can write on the box if you want to gift it to someone as well.
Nice. And Tori, that's good advice. Buy 2. So I'll just keep one that I won't burn, and yeah.
Okay, I think I've almost got everybody. There's a lot of comments on here. Just trying to catch everybody, make sure I got everyone.
Because everybody wants a freaking candle.
I know, right? Who doesn't? Who doesn't? I think I got everyone. Hopefully. Oh, Marge. I forgot Marge.
Marge is getting a candle for sure. We're doing a pottery candle trade.
Oh, awesome. That's awesome.
Did you count Farcuck? Did Farcuck make it in?
I threw Farcuck in, but they will have to dox in order to, if they do win. We'll need to know your actual,
beautiful.
Your name on there. All right, hold on. I've got the wheel. I'm going to share my screen. Wheel of random names. Ready to go. I think I've got everyone. If you want to do a quick look, Adrian, and see if I missed anybody. Crypto was in Unlonely.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've got everyone. Do you see anybody that commented that I missed?
Can I see Priyanka?
I think
better question. If you're watching, audit this yourself. And do you see your name?
Yeah.
Did you comment? If you were hanging out and commented and don't see your name, please speak now or forever hold your peace.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm half blind, so the fact that you're asking me to read something on a screen at 10:30 at night, it's like
after this day, yeah, maybe.
Well, I have very poor eyesight, so it's a little ableist right now. I'm like, I can't read those letters.
Yeah,
last call.
Last call. I think we got everybody. Okay, here we go.
Do this.
I'm spinning. Here we go. Let's see who our winner is.
Little drum roll.
Riley Beans.
Yay!
Riley Beans.
Riley Beans in the other corner. Hell yeah.
Riley Beans, you are the winner of a one quarter of the hypersub for Humankind. So amazing. And there did not
Congratulations,
expect to learn how to
Riley.
make candles this morning and also didn't expect to win one. So there you go. Samantha, I just love this so much. The last time I was on a stream when you did this, it was so fun. I just really enjoyed it and people chatting, and it was just so fun. So I really think we need to do this more, and we'll have to chat, and maybe we can set up like a regular thing where you pop in and we just on the GM Farcaster network and just have some chill time with candles.
Yeah,
I love it.
I am so grateful for GM Farcaster, because when you two made this thing, I was like, how do they know each other? What are they going to do? Like, what are we going to talk about? And like, when I started watching GM Farcaster and I was watching all the rewinds, I was like really rooting for you guys. Like, I remember like how many, like, I feel like we've both applied to like so many grants on Farcaster. And I think I also remember Adrienne saying that she's going to make it her full-time thing and she's going to step away or do a different partnership with your consultancy. And I thought, wow, these people are really going all in. And I have so much admiration for both of you for doing this, and congratulations on your 1 year.
Oh, and I think I left off Humpty. I can't believe I did that. And no, you were on there. You were definitely on there. Yep. I knew I didn't leave you off. You were on there. Hold on, I'll show you.
He meant on the leader. He meant where's his name on the winning.
Yeah, I know. Sorry,
to
buddy.
win.
Yeah, you didn't win. But just to be clear, there you
back
are.
up.
In that
someone
red.
screenshot this, so we have proof.
In that red point, we've got proof. We know he was on there.
Yes, and also there's a discount code. Should I say that or should you?
Yes, let's add. Yeah, go ahead and say that. So share that with everybody, and I'll pop it on the screen as well.
Sure. So from now until 12 a.m. tomorrow, you can use GM Farcaster on my Shopify website to get 15% off your candles. So if you want one of these pistachio Japanese milk bread candles that I literally made today, you can buy them right now with a code from GM Farcaster. Thank you very much.
There you go. Amazing. And you're going to go to humankind.place. And you can also check out Samantha, follow her on Warpcast, check out the Humankind channel. And then here is the code one more time if you want to go grab a candle, and you really should. Or go subscribe to the Hypersub, either way. Amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, before we hang, Samantha, I love you work in public and you do it really well. You're doing what you're doing, I think, is really on hard mode, because you're doing a handmade, boutique crafted candle, like consumer goods, that also, like, you had me when you first wrote your essay on like why Humankind, like it's candles, and then you wrote about your duality, and you're just so you bring so much of yourself to Humankind, and it's like really beautiful to see. I know you're not feeling well tonight. I wish you had told us.
Well, you weren't feeling well.
You could have gotten in bed.
You did it.
You made it.
Please take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And but I've loved hanging out with you on Farcaster and it's like it's super cool, and we are cheering for you, and we love what you're doing.
Yeah. Totally.
Oh, thank you so much. All right.
Yeah. And I'm so glad you got to be a part of our 1 year anniversary stream. So this is awesome.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for joining us. It's been amazing. Okay. And I really hope that we get to do more candle streams, because it was awesome.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody. We're going to go transition over to Tavern, and we'll be over there, but we'll be streaming it on our platforms as well. So we're going to see you. You're going to hear us on Tavern. If you want to just listen in on here, you can, but we'd love for you to come join us on Tavern. For those of you who are feeling.
What time is it? Prof, what time is this? Are we doing, is it immediately, or are we doing a 10-minute break?
We can do like a 10-minute. Do you need a 10-minute break?
I'm asking for a 10-minute break.
Let's do
10:45.
10:45.
I'll see you at the tavern.
And we'll see you at 10:45 at the tavern. Okay. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Bye, Samantha.
Thank you.